What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ange Hobby Show. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. And also, guys, don't forget I do have a main channel called the Ange TV Show. It is pinned to the top of the chat, so go check out the Ange TV Show for some great content. All right, guys, I have my buddy, my hockey buddy, Jean-Philippe Saint Louis over here today. What's up, Jean-Philippe? How are you?
Oh, it's good yourself.
I'm good. I'm good. Guys, I'm excited because hockey, woohoo! Hockey is back, guys. Okay. Hockey is back tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure if the Montreal Canadiens are playing tomorrow. Jean, who's playing tomorrow? Do you know?
Montreal's playing against Toronto. I didn't see the whole schedule, but we're in Montreal, so everybody talks about the Habs.
Yeah.
Let me check the schedule, but I think there's a lot of games tomorrow.
Cool. Adam the King is definitely in the building. How are you, Adam the King? Ms. Lackey is definitely here. Ms. Lackey is actually monetized, guys. So congratulations. Shout out to her. She's monetized on YouTube. That is amazing news. And Ange, where is my wrench? Okay, listen, guys, before we get into the hockey preseason discussion, guys, I just want to give you a quick channel update, okay? We no longer give wrenches, guys. We no longer give wrenches for certain reasons, mainly because of fake moderators that put people in timeout. So that's why we don't give moderators. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the hockey season that's going to start tomorrow, guys. The 2021 NHL season. I don't know which season, like the number of seasons. How many seasons has there been, JP? Do you know which season this is? It's like the 100th season or something.
Of the NHL?
Yeah.
The NHL started in 1917, so it's pretty much the 103rd.
And the fourth season, pretty much. So, guys, I'm really excited. Tomorrow it starts. Now, I've been seeing on the internet a bunch of people doing their predictions, their pools, which is awesome, guys. I mean, when a season starts, whether it's for football, whether if it's for hockey, everybody gets excited and they make pools, they make predictions. So before we do that, because me and JP, guys, are going to do a not draft, but a pool for the season. And we're going to talk about who is the better pick in each category of forward, defensemen, goalies, teams, stuff like that. But before we do that, guys, hey, what's up? Dark Master's in the building. Before we do that, me and JP, we want to look at the standings, and we want to give you a prediction of how each division is going to finish, okay? So, JP, let's start with the Honda West division of Anaheim, Arizona, Colorado, Los Angeles, Minnesota Wild, the San Jose Sharks, St. Louis, and Vegas. So, JP, in your opinion, who is taking the West division?
Honestly, there's three big teams in this division, and there's the other ones.
Okay.
Colorado, Vegas, and St. Louis.
That's right.
Honestly, Colorado is pretty much a sure bet on this one.
Honestly, JP, listen, I'm going with Colorado. Okay, well, you know what? I don't want to make an early prediction, but let's just say Colorado, without a doubt, to me, is finishing at the top of the West, guys. Okay, I mean, just look at the team. You have one of the greatest players in the league. If it wasn't for like the media, the social media and the press really advertising McDavid, McKinnon is pretty much one of the best players in the league. I don't think we have to argue that, guys. So they're stacked forward. They're stacked in defense. You got Makar. You have Bowen Byram coming. You have Samuel Girard. Just amazing defense. I think they even have Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson still there.
Do they have Zadorov still? I think they still have Zadorov.
No, he moved.
Oh, he moved? Okay, he moved. Yeah. But still, I mean, you guys, the Avalanche is a very strong team. Now, the other teams I could see, in that race at the top of the West, in my opinion, it has to be Vegas and St. Louis. Yeah, exactly. I would have to agree with you. But yes, we're unanimous that Colorado will take the West Division, guys, without a doubt. Now we have the Mass Mutual East. I can't believe they have sponsors for the divisions. Look at this.
I know.
Scotia North, Mass Mutual East. And guys, do you know why? Does anybody here know why? Oh, you're from Texas, Dark Master. Well, I have some news for you, Dark Master, okay? The Dallas Stars there's a lot of people that got sick, got COVID, so they're not going to start right away. The Dallas Stars, Mr. Darkmaster, just to let you know, sir. But guys, in the Mutual East, Mass Mutual East, sponsored by, because you know the league is going broke, guys. As a matter of fact, guys, Gary Bettman was saying the losses are in the billions. Apparently, he actually stated today, okay, that they're better off not playing than playing. They would make more money not playing. They would lose less money. So either way, I think they're losing money this year. Because guys, we know it's a 56 game season, very shortened season. We're not gonna see any 100-point seasons, but you know what? When the season is short, guys, okay, you got to stick with the big guns, the guys that are gonna go all the way, right? If you're gonna invest in hockey cards and stuff like that, you want to invest in the teams like Vegas. You want to invest in the teams like Colorado, stuff like that. So in the East, you have Boston, Buffalo, New Jersey, New York Islanders, Rangers, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Washington. JP, in your opinion, who takes the East Division?
I won't be very original on this one, but I think Washington still has it all. Once again, for this on this division, Philadelphia could compete, but I don't see any of the other teams competing for the first place in that.
Okay, so
in that
in your
Washington
opinion, Ilya Samsonov of the Capitals is going to be one of the best goalies of the league. That's your opinion?
But he could improve a lot because he's still young. He showed some great things last year. So he's going to be an interesting goalie to take a look at.
Look, look. At the end of the day, I still think Washington Capitals are still a threat. They're still a strong team, no doubt about that. They are. You got to take out Holtby out of the situation. That might be a bit different. Ovechkin is getting a little older, but we say that every year. I know. Ovechkin, maybe not 40 because it's a 56 goal season. You know what? I wouldn't be shy to say 30 goals for Ovechkin.
I know.
I think it's possible.
We could go easily with that.
Easily, you think? Yeah, that's usually that would be probably his average. Let's say, with the shortened season, usually he's used to 40 to 50. So let's say 30. I would, okay. But in my opinion, the team that's finishing first, okay, in the East Division. It's close, but I'm gonna have to go with the Flyers. Okay, and the other team that I have an eye on is the New York Islanders. They're a very strong team, guys. Please do not forget the New York Islanders. They're a very strong team. They have Ilya Sorokin, rookie goalie, coming in, but that's not the point. The point is they have a strong team. They have a well coached with Barry Trotz. I have the Islanders at the top of the East. Now we have
who could cause a surprise in the East Division. I think Buffalo could cause a surprise and slide into the playoffs. And I want to take a look at the New York Rangers. That are a very good team. They had the first pick, and Artemi Panarin is still one of the 5 best scorers in this league. So
one of the best in the league right now for
they
sure.
will be interesting. 3 Russian goalies in this division that will be interesting to watch. Shesterkin in the Rangers, Sorokin with the Islanders, and Samsonov with Washington.
There you go.
That will be very great
goalies, guys. But you know what, JP? It's been a while now that, for a long time, Canadian goalies were like the best goalies in the world. Now it's Russian goalies. I think we've seen it at the World Juniors. We've seen it in Tampa Bay with Vasilevsky. So you know what I mean? Okay.
There was a wave of Finnish goalies in the 2000 with Kiprusov, Pekarini.
Yeah.
But now it's Russia.
Nabokov's Russian. I thought he was.
Abibulin's Russian.
Yeah, you're right. There was Nidimaki. Yeah, there was
Nidimaki. Anu Toivonen.
Yeah. Okay, now we have the North Division, and this is the division with my team, which is actually Edmonton, and the Montreal Canadiens, which I believe is your team, right?
No, I'm for the Wings, Detroit Red Wings.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Your team is the Detroit Red Wings. But anyways, Montreal is here, which is our city and everything. So we have Calgary, Edmonton, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, and Winnipeg. Now, JP, this is the Canadian division, by the way. Who do you see topping the Canadian division in the NHL this season?
I'm very hyped and excited about that division. I want to say that will be very close between every teams, because even every hockey experts worldwide are saying Ottawa will finish dead last in that division, but they still improved and they won't be easy to beat every night.
Exactly.
I put Vancouver at first place of the Canadian division. very close with Calgary, but
Yeah.
I think Vancouver has a great team, great offense. Besser, Orvat, Peterson, JT
Jake
Miller, don't
Virtanen,
forget him, Jake Virtanen.
Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes on defense, supported by Alexander Edler, a great veteran of,
Yeah.
I think, more than 10 seasons in the league.
Good players, man.
Oldby in front of the net. And
might start this year, who knows? But listen, Vancouver, in my opinion, if I were to look at this nakedly, like just like and say which one is the best team, in my opinion, it would probably be Vancouver, based on last year. The team, in my opinion, okay, that's gonna finish first. Because don't forget, they're gonna play each other like 10 times each, so it's gonna be like about consistency. Look, I had put Toronto first.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. Now, does it mean that Toronto is gonna win the Stanley Cup? Absolutely not. But I see Toronto probably finishing first. Maybe a lot of people are putting Montreal really high. You know what? Like, okay, Montreal is a good team, but I don't put them like freaking first. You know what I mean?
no,
So,
I don't put them first as well because it's true that they improved in every position. They improved. They won't make the playoff. I'm pretty sure about that. But first in the division, they were the last team to make it to the playoffs last year. So that would be tough to go from that point to first place. Edmonton is very good.
I understand they're missing Clefbaum, but buddy, you got Drysdale, you have Yamamoto, Cahoon's gonna play good. You have Puljujarvi's back. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, in the back, like I said, they have Ethan Bear, what's his name? Evan Bouchard that's coming, Darnell Nurse. So, Edmonton's going to be pretty damn good this year. They always have the chance at the Cup.
I know. Edmonton and Winnipeg, they're not lucky to be in that stacked division.
Yeah, exactly. But Winnipeg, honestly, I don't know. I've been less and less of a fan of Winnipeg. I don't know why. No offense to anybody that's from Manitoba, but I've been less and less of a fan. I'm not a big fan of Line, whatever. Hellebuck, he's overrated. I would like them to be good, but I find they've been just going a bit backwards, just like Toronto. So now Ottawa, I'm going to be watching Ottawa for one player, Tim Stutzel. But anyways, let's move on to the last division, the Central Division, okay, with Carolina, Chicago, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Florida, Nashville, and Tampa Bay, okay? Who is going to take that division, Mr. JP?
I think you will agree with me. There's a no-brainer on this one that Tampa Bay is clearly the best team in that division.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm looking at it right now. Like,
I know
it's a no contest.
It could be close. It could be pretty close between the other teams, but I think it's a no-brainer for Tampa Bay at first place.
Yeah, JP, I would have to agree with you 100%. Nashville, to me, same thing. A team that's going backwards, dude. I really don't know what they're trying to do. Nashville, Florida, they just don't have the guys. Detroit's still a young team. Dallas, that's a team that could compete. Okay, like I said, it's either Tampa and Dallas to me. Carolina is a very good team, but you know what the thing about Carolina is their goalie, like Mrazek. To me, it's just that they don't have the goal yet.
No, I know.
And they might be a couple of forwards away, but they have a freaking strong line. I mean, they have Nishas, Teravainen, Svechnikov, Aho. They need more depth, though, in my opinion. But
exactly.
Chicago's a future team too. Columbus is whatever, but like I said, it's Dallas, Tampa that are going to be competing, and to me, it's going to be Tampa again at the top of the leaderboard, the standings there. Okay, so now that we got through that, JP, let's go through our pool because I actually have in front of me, which I'm about to share the screen in about 2 seconds, guys. It is the anti-pool on RDS, which is a French channel in Montreal, guys. But it doesn't matter. We're looking at this pool because a lot of you guys out there tonight are making a hockey pool, because the season starts tomorrow. So we're going to go through each category of players that you could be looking at in your own pool. And we're going to be discussing why you should take basically who's the best of each category. Okay. So the paying players, the big players of the league, like these are the top 5 players. Out of these top 5 players, okay, who is the best player, JP? Is it Draisaitl? Is it Kucherov? Is it McKinnon, McDavid, or Pasternak? Which one?
It's hard to go against Connor McDavid. However, Draisaitl had more points last year. So it's my choice. My choice would go between those two Edmonton Oilers,
Yeah,
and I'll go with Connor McDavid. He's so spectacular. He's amazing. You watch a game just to watch this guy play.
yeah.
Along with Draisaitl, they're amazing, and it gives a chance to Edmonton to win every night.
Exactly. I
However,
wanted to say my pick is McDavid. Okay, but if you're looking to play strategy, like I know you going against McDavid is just like something you just don't do. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you're playing strategy and you want to get more points than everybody else, because everybody's going to put McDavid, listen, I would put Draisaitl. Because look, last season Draisaitl finished first, right?
yeah, he was the leading scorer, the only player with 100
Look,
points.
if you put it there, you could have the upper hand. And I'm talking about towards the end of the season. This might help you win. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? Like I said, my pick is McDavid. It's the same as yours, JP. All right, next category, guys. It is Pop Piqué de Vaille. What does that mean, JP?
It means that they're very good there. As much as good as the first category.
Okay, so these are people
they're
that are not
superstars.
top 5 in the league, but like probably the top 10 in the league, right? Okay,
Yeah, but they're still superstars.
Sidney Crosby, Jack Eichel, Patrick Kane, Austin Matthews, and Panarin. Who's the best of those 5 players, JP?
To me, and I've said it since last year, one of the most underrated players in the league, most probably because he plays in Buffalo, is Jack Eichel. I love that player.
You're going with Jack Eichel. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going with Jack Eichel because I have him in my pool with my friends. I love that player. He's going to play with Taylor Hall this season.
Okay.
And that guy Taylor Hall will have everything to prove on a 1-year contract. So that could help Jack Eichel also. But the fact he plays in Buffalo, people forget about Jack Eichel. So,
yeah, exactly. Because it's such a small market, people tend to forget him, but he's just as good as the rest of these guys.
Exactly.
Now, look, Sidney Crosby, we all know he's an amazing player. I mean, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, but he is getting there in age. Pittsburgh's just not the same team like they were, let's say, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, guys, I have to disagree with you, JP, okay? And I think a lot of people actually disagree with you. Only 7%
I know
pick Jack Eichel out of these 5 guys. By the way, Michael Ankers, I'm doing good. Welcome, Michael Ankers. Listen, at the end of the day, I have to go with Artemi Panarin. This guy is a point machine. As a matter of fact, his Young Guns rookie card, the card, whatever, blew up. It went to $100. It was a $10 card. Now it's like they're selling for $100 each. Why? Because people realized how good he was. People said he was too old. He's an old rookie. He's Russian. Blah, 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 blah. Now people realize he's a good freaking player, and that's why his value went up. And I'm going with Panarin, and 46% of the people that voted here agree. Austin Matthews was second, by the way. Then it was Crosby, Eichel, and Kane. Kane is a good pick too, though. You never know. It's because Chicago was just way too young, and they're not there yet.
They're weak this season.
Matthews, you know what? So far in his career, he's not a point guy. You know what I mean? He's a goal scoring guy, but so far he's not a big point guy. So that's why not many people go for him. But the 33% is there because it's all speculation. They're saying that this season he'll blow up, this, that, whatever. Anyways, out of the Russians, the top Russians of the league, okay? By the way, Andrei Svechnikov, okay, he's supposed to be one of the best wingers in the league, in top 5 wingers in the league for the next 10 years, apparently. But if you had to choose between Evgeny Kuznetsov in your pool, Malkin, Ovechkin, Andrei Svechnikov, or Vladimir Tarasenko, who would you pick, JP?
I'll go with Ovechkin, the grade 8.
Ovechkin, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to slow down, even though he's getting older every year. Still a goal machine. The fact that he has won the cup 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
It made him more relevant compared to some of the other superstars of the league. I'm going with Ovechkin because he doesn't seem to slow down. And he's still very good, very well surrounded in Washington.
Exactly. And you know what?
60%
of the people that voted here agree with you, JP. They're saying that Ovechkin is going to be the best Russian in the league this year. But I have to go with the guy with the jersey in the back of me, Carolina Hurricanes. Andrei Svechnikov is my pick. Why? You know what? I'm following the hype train. Okay, this guy is phenomenal. People don't realize how good this guy is. Okay, his card actually went from like $25 to $100 now. So people are starting to realize how good Andrei Svechnikov is, and I still don't think people realize how good he is. I still think there's a lot of people that are going to wake up and realize how good this guy is when he plays with Aho and Teravainen. He's a point-making machine. You know what? He's like a young Ovechkin. I'm not going to say he is Ovechkin, but he's a young Ovechkin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like I said, my argument was that Ovechkin's getting older, which is an excuse I use every year. It tends to not work. But point-wise, I'm going to go with Svechnikov. Goal-wise, definitely Ovechkin, but I like to take different things. By the way, Tarasenko is injured. For those of you who's doing pools, be careful. Okay, out of the Finnish hockey players, the best Finnish hockey players in the league, who will be the best Finnish this year? Aho, Barkov, Lane, Rantanen, or Teravainen, JP?
I have Laney, Rantanen, and Teravainen in my pools this year, but I'm going with Rantanen because the first line in Colorado is amazing. Rantanen, McKinnon, and Landeskog. So I'm going with
Rantanen too. It's unanimous. This actually isn't even hard. I mean, Aho is very good, but you can't compete with Mikko Rantanen, the duel with McKinnon. You can't. Now, for the Swedish, this one's pretty easy, JP. I think it's right in front of our face. Elias Peterson. There's no contest.
Most bro.
Well, it's going to come pretty close, but in my opinion, Elias Peterson is like the Matthews of Toronto. It's the same thing for Vancouver. This guy's amazing. We still don't know how. He's very good, but like I said, people still don't realize how good he is. Okay, now out of the players that come from Quebec Junior League, okay, you have Bergeron, Dubois, Manta, Marchessault, or Perron. Who are you taking, JP?
I'm going with Bergeron. Yeah. The new captain is going to...
I went with him too because of the Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak line. However, Pasternak is not starting the season.
I know.
I believe. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but yeah.
But he's supposed
to be the best Canadian, JP? Drouin, Gallagher, Suzuki, Tatar, Toffoli.
It's hard to go against Suzuki on this one, even though Tatar was the best scorer last year for the Habs. Suzuki will take another step in his development this year.
Yeah, Suzuki definitely, guys. A lot of people at work say that too. Okay, KK or Kachuk. So out of Kotkaniemi, Kachuk, Comtois, Thomas, Zadina, who are you taking?
I prefer Brady Kachuk on this one.
Me too.
If I was the Habs, I would have drafted Kachuk before Kotkaniemi, but only time will tell.
Yeah, Comtois, forget it. He's at 0%. Zadina, I don't even know if he's gonna stay this season. JP, I really don't know. Thomas, I don't know. He's not a first liner. Thomas, to me,
no, not yet.
And Brady Kachuk is probably out of these guys probably gonna get the most playing time. I still don't understand why Kotkaniemi is third centerman, but anyways, whatever. Out of these guys over here, it says Dano, Pajot. Dano, Pajot, Anderson, Dadonov, or Gourde.
I'm going with Dadonov on this one because Dadonov will have good ice time.
He's a very talented guy, man. Goal scoring, getting points. Russian players that, he's good. He's good. And in Ottawa, he'll make a splash, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Okay. Lafreniere, Domi, Dak, Hughes, or Kako?
Lafreniere, Domi, Dak, Hughes, or Kako. Well, Dak will not play for the beginning of the season.
I don't know about you, JP.
But that's a Quebec side, so that maybe be biased by Lafreniere being from Quebec. But Lafreniere is a great player, and I'm very excited to see him play.
You know what, though? You know what? If you really want to make a splash and do a surprise, I would put Kako maybe.
Maybe. With Lafreniere, the Rangers are good.
It's his second year, so maybe he's going to get more points. Then we have Huberto, Barzal, Connor, Mitch Marner, and Braden Point. This one, honestly, I mean, the percentage is pretty clear, but it's pretty close with the talents. Personally, I would have to go in terms of points, Marner. That's my opinion.
I'm going with Braden Point.
You going with Point?
Yeah, Tampa Bay will still be great.
Now, for the veterans, Sean Couturier, Max Pacioretty, Mark Scheifele, Steven Stamkos, Tavares. I'm going with Scheifele, me. I don't know about you.
I'm going with Scheifele because, like I said, with Eichel, Scheifele also is a very underrated player, most probably because he plays in Winnipeg. But he's underrated.
Stamkos is injury prone. Tavares, he doesn't get a lot of points. He gets a lot of goals, but he got more points than freaking the Islanders. He's not getting as much points as Toronto. I don't know.
I know.
Sean Couturier, you never know too, but I don't think so. And Pacioretty, I think it's just gonna go downhill for Pacioretty. That's my opinion. I don't know. Okay, rookie of the year. Okay, now keep in mind Velarde's injured. He was actually my pick before I saw this. He's injured, so I would have to go without a doubt Tim Stützle.
I agree with that. But take a look at Kirill Kaprizov.
This guy too, apparently, Kirill Kaprizov. Apparently, he's a close contender. So
take a look at this guy.
But you know what? You know what it is? It's the team that he plays for, Minnesota. To me, I don't know how you can get a lot of points in Minnesota. Also, he's from Russia, so he has to adjust. So that's why I know Tim Stützle is actually from Germany. But I mean, actually, does he play in the German Elite League?
Yeah, he played last year.
I think he plays in the DEL, yeah. But DEL. I mean, we saw him at the World Juniors. This kid is more than ready. He's out of this group, like the wow factor is Tim Stützle. Bowen Byram is actually one of the closest, despite these percentages. Bowen Byram, but the thing is, with Makar there, I just don't think I don't know how you could take the spotlight from Makar. Like, you know what I mean?
From Makar, Girard, Johnson, yeah.
Okay, so the defensemen, Weber, Petry, Doughty, Giordano, and Sergachev.
It might be an upset, but I'm still going with Drew Doughty. In LA, we'll still have. Yeah, I'm going with Doughty. You will have great ice time, still on the first defensive pairing. I know the Kings aren't that great this year, but I'm going with Doughty.
They don't make points. That's the problem, and this is about points. So I got to go with Mikhail Sergachev. I mean, with Tampa Bay, he could generate some points there, right? I think he's going to play with Hedman. So when it comes down to points, Sergachev. If it would come down to skill, I'd probably go with Drew Doughty as well, you know. So, but it's about points. Then we have who's going to make a comeback? PK Subban, Riley, Letang, Carlson, or Burns?
I'm going with Brent Burns on this.
Really?
One.
Okay. Yeah, I find Brent Burns has been falling off a bit. I don't know what's going on, but maybe this shortened season. But the Sharks have just been they're missing a lot of players. They're going backwards big time. It's a few years now they've been going backwards. I'm gonna go with Morgan Riley. He didn't have a really good. He's been insane for the last 5 years, but last year just wasn't his year. I think he's gonna bounce back. Now, for the offensive defensemen, John Carlson, D'Angelo, Hedman, Josie, Makar. What are you taking?
I'm going with the best scorer on D-Men's last year, John Carlson.
Yeah, me too. You know, I was talking to my friend about Makar, but then he's like, "No, you can't. You can't." Look, when you see John Carlson, you can't just pass on him. You just can't. The guy's consistent.
No, it's true.
Okay, so we have more defensemen here: Shabbat, Dougie Hamilton, Seth Jones, Pietrangelo, Werenski. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Pietrangelo. He was a huge part of the St. Louis defense. Now with Vegas, he's going to play with Shea Theodore, so they will have an amazing first defensive pairing.
Believe it or not, okay, that obviously 51% said Pietrangelo, but I'm actually going to go with Shabbat. Why? Yeah. Because I don't think Vegas has the scoring power that people think they have. You know what I mean? So, and I know Shabbat is a valor. It's exactly what it says. Valor sure bet. The guy's got to get points, guaranteed. So maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But if Pietrangelo plays the way he was playing in St. Louis, I might be very wrong. Okay, now, young defensive stars. Dallin, Fox, Girard, Heiskanen, Hughes. This is a tough one.
It's hard to...
It doesn't look by the percentage, but if you think about it, Heiskanen has a very good chance of getting more points.
I know he has a chance to get points, but it's hard to.
But in my opinion, you have to. The guy is insane. Like the guy is insane, and like I said, if you have the Petersons, the Horvitz, the Bessus, he's a point producer. You know, he's gonna get it second liners and third liners. Okay, goalies: Price, Anderson, Binnington, Hellebuck, Vasilevsky.
I'm going with Vasilevsky.
You're going with Vasilevsky? I went with Vasilevsky as well. because it is about wins, and I don't think Montreal's going to be as good as people say they will. So yeah. Okay, now Vezina. These are the people that are getting older. So you have Bobrovsky, Holtby, Fleury, Tuukka Rask, and Rene. I am going with Holtby because it's Vancouver, and I'm going by wins. So
same.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have young goalies. Actually, it says goalies that might have a breakout year: Matt Murray, Jacob Markstrom, Robin Leonard, Darcy Kemper, or Jerry. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Markstrom. I'm expecting a lot from Calgary this season.
To me, bro, I don't expect a lot from Calgary. I don't know. Like, they're really good, but every year they choke. That's what gets me. Will they have a lot of wins this season? I don't know. Like I said, it's the Canadian League. Hey, don't forget, you're going to have Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. So I have to go with – who did I actually go with, though? No, believe it or not, I actually went with Jacob Markstrom because there's nobody else. Like, I don't think Darcy Kemper – Jerry, I'm not – is he starting Jerry for the Penguins?
Most probably he's going to start. Most probably.
Okay, well, then if he starts, then maybe Jerry. You know what? But yeah, I don't think Ottawa, they're going to start off good and then they're just going to bomb. That's what I think. Anyways, young goalies. Carter Hart, Merzlikins, Samsonov, Shesterkin, or Sorokin?
It's about win. I said Washington will win the division, so I'm going with Samsonov.
Okay, so for you, Samsonov, me, it's very clear. Carter Hart.
Yeah.
The guy's insane. The guy's like a young Price. And I think the Flyers are going to win the conference, so I have to give it to him. Yeah. Now, out of the Canadian teams, who's going to have the most wins? Calgary, Oilers, Canadians, Maple Leafs, or Canucks?
I'm going with the Canucks. Like I said, I think they're going to win the division.
Only 5% said the Canucks, so that's interesting.
I know.
I'm actually going with the Leafs. That's my pick, the Leafs. Now, and the last option for the Eastern teams, we have Boston, Islanders. Raw said, "Hey, Ange, I don't feel so good right now. I got heartbroken by Claudio Capri comedy." Very funny, Raw. Anyways, out of the East, actually, it's East USA, okay? Bruins, Islanders, Flyers, Penguins, Capitals. Who are you taking?
I'm going with the Caps.
You went with the Caps? 36% agree with you, but I'm going with the Flyers. Because like I said, I think they're going to finish at the top. Last pick, the West. I'm going with Avalanche. I don't know about you, but Lightning is there.
No doubt.
Avalanche, guys. Me, I think Avalanche. Most experts were saying Avalanche are winning the Cup. McKinnon is winning the Conn Smythe. So it's about time for that prediction, JP. Who will be the 2020-2021 Stanley Cup champions, JP?
It's hard to go against Colorado. It's hard to go against Colorado.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to go against Colorado. So is that your pick, JP?
Yeah, Colorado's my pick.
Conn Smythe winner?
Conn Smythe winner. It's a bit early to say that, but I could go with Makar or McKinnon. Those are two sure bets.
Okay, so either the two. Okay, well, I'm going with the Avalanche as well. Okay, well, Conn Smythe.
Many people say the Avalanche.
You know what? Rantanen could also be a candidate for the Conn Smythe.
It's true.
But you got to go with the captain, McKinnon, to me. You know?
Yeah.
If you're asking me another team that could possibly win, Tampa Bay again. That's my opinion. I mean, yes, they don't have Kucherov. I don't know if they're gonna have him at the end of the season. Will they have him?
I don't know for how long he's gonna be out.
But it doesn't matter. Look, they did it without Stamkos practically. So, anyways, and Dallas is also good, very good too. I predict 2-3 Canada Ange. You're funny, Rolf. But you know what? We might as well say who's going to be Rookie of the Year, JP.
There's a lot of good picks this season. Like we said, we talk about Lafreniere, Stutzel, Kaprizov, also Ilya Sorokin with the Islanders. But I'm going with Shesterkin, Quinton Byfield in Los Angeles. No, I know, but he's still a great rookie. You know, second pick overall.
Trevor Zegras plays. We don't know. Dylan Zegras plays.
Exactly. Bowen Byron, Colorado.
Think strategically, though.
Strategically.
Yeah. Think about what. Forget about injury. Forget about like think about the team they play about. You know what I mean? Like the shortened season, everything. You know, who's gonna have the most points as a rookie?
It's hard to go against the first overall pick, Lafreniere.
Okay, well, you know what? I was thinking about it today, and I was looking at Trevor Zebris and Alex Tirka. Yeah, listen, I
Yeah.
was thinking about Rookie of the Year this year. I said, originally, last week, I had said Chesterkin, but then I found out that he's probably not going to be the starter. So, I mean, Georgia is most likely going to be there until he's fully ready. With that said, Sorokin, that means he has a better chance, but I still don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Islanders are going to finish at the top of the leaderboard. If I had to choose Rookie of the Year, bro, believe it or not, I would take Stutzel over Lafreniere. Believe it or not. Listen, it's his first season. Yeah, I know. It's Stutzel's first season, too. He hasn't played, though, Lafreniere for a long time, though. You know what I mean? So,
It's true.
and who's he playing with in New York? Do you know?
Well, most probably he's going to start on the third line, but it could change
Third
very
line?
quickly in a shortened season.
Third line.
Well, let me just take a look quickly, but
Yeah.
usually rookies start on the third line. But let me take a look.
Raw's a big fan of Trevor Zegras and Alex Turcotte. He's from LA. By
He's
the way,
from
Raw,
California,
midday squares, they're in LA. They're showing off the midday squares, the chocolate bars. They're doing advertisement in LA. Go and buy some midday squares, okay? They're from Montreal. And he was wearing an LA Kings shirt. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, Lafreniere is going to start on the third line.
Okay, so on the third line, I mean, Stutzel, I think he's going to be on the first or second line. But you know what? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Come on, St. Jean. Come on, Jean. Get on that ice and score us a goal.
I don't even skate.
You know what, JP? It all depends who gets pulled back. And Stutzel probably has a better chance of being pulled up, sent down or something, you know? So
Exactly.
I'm still going to go with Stutzel. Actually, I went with Chesterkin. Then I went with Gabe Velarde. But now I found out Gabe Velarde is injured. Usually when a rookie is injured, they're not going to start him probably. They'll just say, okay, next year. So, you know what? I'll go with Stutzel. That's it. All right, JP, thank you very much for this 2020-2021 season preview in the NHL, guys, which is starting tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. And thank you, everybody, for coming. This video will be ready as a replay, okay? So please check it out. Check our predictions. Check our opinions. And like I said, if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, JP, for coming, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at Puck Drop, okay? All right, guys. Take care. Ciao, ciao, ciao.